When wildlife officer Jake Morrison found the abandoned wolf pup shivering in the snow near Glacier National Park, he knew its chances of survival were slim. The tiny creature, barely 3 weeks old, had been rejected by its pack, a death sentence in the wilderness. With no rehabilitation centers available and winter closing in fast, Jake made a controversial decision that would spark both outrage and wonder in equal measure. He brought the wolf pup to the Riverside German Shepherd Rescue, where a nursing mother named Luna had just given birth to 6 healthy puppies. The staff was skeptical. Introducing a wolf pup to domestic dog puppies went against every protocol, but Luna's caretaker, Rebecca Torres, saw something different in the shepherd's eyes when they placed the weak, whimpering pup near her. Without hesitation, Luna pulled the wolf baby close, cleaned it gently, and let it nurse alongside her own offspring. They named him Ghost for his pale gray coat and the miracle of his survival. For 3 months, Ghost thrived. He grew stronger, playing with his adopted German Shepherd siblings, learning their ways. Luna treated him no differently than her biological pups, disciplining him with gentle nips when he got too rough, keeping him warm through cold nights, teaching him everything a mother could teach. The rescue posted updates on social media, and Ghost became an internet sensation. Thousands followed his story, watching this unlikely family bond grow stronger each day. Videos showed Ghost and his shepherd siblings tumbling over each other, sharing meals, sleeping in one giant puppy pile. It was beautiful. It was heartwarming. But it was also temporary. Jake had always been clear. Ghost was wild, and wild was where he belonged. As Ghost reached 5 months old, preparations began for his release back into a protected wilderness area. A team of wildlife biologists would monitor him, ensure his integration into a new pack. It was the right thing to do, everyone agreed, even as it broke their hearts. The day before the scheduled release, something happened that no one could have predicted. Rebecca arrived at the rescue at dawn to find Luna frantically pacing the kennel, whining in a way she'd never heard before. Ghost was missing. The secure enclosure's gate stood slightly ajar, not broken, but unlatched. Panic set in immediately. A 5-month-old wolf-dog hybrid loose in a residential area meant danger. For everyone, Ghost most of all. They searched for hours. Jake mobilized tracking teams. The whole town joined in, combing through woods and neighborhoods. Then, just before noon, a call came in that made Rebecca's blood run cold. A hiker had spotted Ghost 3 miles away, near the edge of town, surrounded by a pack of coyotes. 5 of them, circling, teeth bared. Ghost was backed against a ravine wall, growling, trying to look bigger than he was. But he was outmatched and outnumbered. The hiker was too far away to help, could only watch in horror as the coyotes closed in. That's when Luna appeared. Somehow, the German Shepherd had escaped the rescue herself, tracking Ghost's scent across miles of terrain. Witnesses later described what happened next as the most extraordinary thing they'd ever seen. Luna charged into that circle of coyotes like a force of nature, all 70 pounds of maternal fury. She placed herself directly between Ghost and the predators, snarling with an intensity that seemed to come from somewhere primal and ancient. The coyotes attacked. Luna fought with everything she had, buying time, buying seconds. Ghost, instead of running, stayed and fought beside her. This wolf pup who'd learned loyalty from a German shepherd, who understood that family meant standing together. By the time Jake and the rescue team arrived, 3 coyotes had fled. The remaining 2 retreated when the vehicles approached. Luna stood bleeding from multiple bites, trembling with exhaustion, but still positioned protectively over Ghost. The wolf pup was pressed against her side, unharmed. At the emergency veterinary clinic, as they stitched Luna's wounds, a heated debate erupted. Some officials demanded Ghost be removed immediately. This incident proved he was dangerous, they argued. Others disagreed. Jake stood quietly, watching Luna and Ghost through the observation window. Even sedated and recovering, Luna kept one paw draped over Ghost's body. Then Rebecca spoke up with a proposal that silenced the room. There was precedent, she explained, for keeping wolf-dog hybrids in controlled educational settings. She'd been researching permits, regulations. The rescue could expand, create a proper sanctuary. Ghost could live there, helping teach people about wolves, about wildlife, about the bonds that transcend species. He'd be safe, monitored, but not caged, and he'd be with Luna. It took 6 weeks of paperwork, inspections, and approvals, but it happened. Today, 2 years later, Ghost still lives at the Riverside Rescue, now renamed the Riverside Wildlife Sanctuary. He's magnificent, a 100-pound reminder that nature doesn't always follow our rules. Luna, now retired from breeding, stays by his side. They have a 3-acre enclosure with forest and den space, and they've become ambassadors for an education program that's reached thousands of school children. Ghost never fully lost his wild nature. He's cautious around strangers, most comfortable at dusk. But every morning you can find them and Luna lying together in the sun, her head resting on his massive paws, just like he was a helpless pup she chose to save. The officials who wanted Ghost removed quietly changed their positions. The sanctuary has become a model for human-wildlife coexistence. And Luna? She's been nominated for multiple Animal Hero Awards. Sometimes, the right ending isn't the one we planned. Sometimes, it's better. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible true animal stories that remind us why these bonds matter.